to get here a record 22 games in qualifying. The irony being that they finished behind Saudi Arabia, who were coached by Van Marwijk, who's now in charge of them for the first time in a competitive game today.
Hello everyone, I'm Nini FC, this is Blue Lions TV, and today I'm bringing you guys another live stream reaction to the France vs Australia game. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone is doing good. Vive la France, yeah. I mean, it's looking quite, maybe obvious is kind of harsh, but France are definitely favourites for this game. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how Australia cope already in behind. Oh, Mbappe in behind already. First shot on goal. It could be a problem for Australia. How's everyone doing? Messiah, Leonard, what's up, man? AJ Gaming. Baghdad, good to see everyone. When you finish eating the rest, just give me the rest, isn't it? What's going to happen from here? Oh, that was for the near post then. I mean, with France, obviously, without Mendy or Sidibe playing, maybe potentially that could give more freedom for France's attacking players. Obviously, one conundrum has been Pogba for France, and that's because really, because they use that two-man system, he's not really able to have that license he'd want. Griezmann takes too many L's. Yeah, of course, that documentary that Griezmann released was so, I don't know why his team allowed him to make something like that. You know, I know he's paying you guys, but still, if it's a bad idea, it's a bad idea. You know what I mean? Do you think Spain will win the World Cup? I think they got a chance with that performance yesterday against Portugal. As I said, they didn't deserve to lose. Foul. That interchange already. We've seen that Mbappe's taken up that central position up front, and he's just won a free kick for France. It's definitely going to be a problem for the Australian defence in this game today. That interchanging movement between that front three, with how fluid it is as well, they're definitely going to have problems in terms of keeping their positional play. This is why maybe a more zonal style, a more zonal style of off-the-ball defending would be better for their chances. Pogba's going to take it. Ryan, I think the Valencia keeper on loan in the Belgium league. I'm surprised Pogba didn't do anything crazy with his hair for the World Cup. As we've been noticing, he's definitely been changing up a lot. You know, it's a bit of a shame. You know, I like when players express themselves, show their personality. Oh, unlucky. It was too essential with that free kick. On target though, but with some of Pogba's abilities, he wanted it to be in the far post. He wasn't aiming for the middle. But as I'm saying, yeah, Pogba hasn't done anything with his hair in this World Cup so far. And yeah, he's just been moving different this past, you know, few months. Hyped about the, yeah. Nini, why do you say the Seri should come to Chelsea when we don't have a manager? That's because, as I keep explaining all the time, when clubs do business, you don't need the manager there. I mean, I've posted all of this in the videos. And again, this will be the last Chelsea question that I talk about in the stream. As I've said, we've already targeted these players already. We've spoken to the managers. We've discussed targets, players they'd like for their systems and their styles. They already know the type of players Chelsea will be going for. So we can make moves for them in advance. You're not going to wait for the manager first, you know. Football doesn't work like that. I mean, I explain it a lot in the videos. Oh. Of course, the one Australian player, oh, what a back heel. Dembele, uh-oh. This is going to be scary. That front three. Play Pogba. Oh. 3 shots on target so far. It's been 5 minutes. France are definitely one of the favourites for this tournament this year.
6 minutes, 3 shots. Sign of things to come, I think. Last time Australia kept a clean sheet in the World Cup.
Can say.
Chile in 1974. The big celebrations, so they kept one today. 1974.
It's been 3 free kicks now that Australia have conceded in the first 6 minutes. 3 already. They definitely not need to focus on keeping their defensive shape and keeping their positions in this game. As the game goes on, I'm expecting Australia to play deeper and deeper. Hey, Jay Moja, why do you keep deleting comments? I mean, I don't want you to be doing anything silly, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'm not liking already that you keep deleting too many comments. It's when you're the mod, it's only if it's something racist or something stupid. It's not for you to it's not for you to decide what you like or what you don't like. So stop doing that. Again, another free kick. 7 minutes, 4 free kicks already. This is just kind of summing up how this game's going to end up being throughout. 4. I mean, they're definitely going to get punished for one of these free kicks, you know, in a matter of time. Mbappe's taking the free kick. It must be aiming for the far post. Everyone's got their man. Oh, that was very creative. That was a very creative free kick then. Yeah, Jay Mojo, that's fine. But again, everyone you're timing out, you know what I mean? I don't like that. Good Lord. I'm wondering, it's going to be interesting to see how Australia are going to try and break down. Okay, so the direct ball to their striker. Well, Nabu, I think. I mean, it was interesting to hear. I mean, they were saying on TV that this guy was playing in the Malaysian second division just a few years ago. And now he's, you know, that is the magic of football. So obviously, congrats to him for achieving his dream. I mean, Rogic, the guy that plays for Celtic, is someone I'm definitely going to be looking out for. Of course, we already know about Aaron Moy and Miles Jedinak. I mean, that is a very solid play. Moy, very astute with this and a good shot from distance. I think for Australia's chances, it's gonna come down to those individual moments. You know, can Moy blast it in from 25? I think that's their best bet. Griezmann is so underrated aerially, so underrated as that Real Sociedad. The amount of goals he scored from headers from open play, and I mean that was how I kind of knew, because at the time Sociedad were experimenting. I think Griezmann only became a striker in the second half of the season, around Christmas time, when he was playing up front with Carlos Vela, and they had CWANless behind them in like a diamond-shaped midfield. Very good, very fluid, and that's the best Real Sociedad have looked since. To a 20-day training camp in Turkey prior to the tournament. Try and get to know them and whittle this squad down to 23. I mean, so far, Australia would be happy with this first 10 minutes. Even though France have been getting free kicks and have been testing the goal, they haven't been, there's been nothing dangerous just yet. That's what's going to be scary about this front three from France. The running in behind, the pace in behind as well. You won't be able to keep up with it. They like to attack the spaces too. They're not stationary. It's not a stationary front three. They'll make those runs in behind. And when you on top of that, the dribbling ability they all have, and the shot, France will be a problem in this World Cup. I'm curious to see what Pavard's about. I thought he was a defender. It seems like he's playing out wide. Maybe I've got it wrong. I know he was playing at Stuttgart, but they didn't have a great season, I don't think, did they? I mean, that is interesting. Now, set piece for Australia. This is a massive opportunity for Australia. This is going to be one of their best chances to get the Big Ben up there. Try and attack France from, you know, obviously trying to get something positive from the set piece. Jedinak with that beard. Good lords. That's some Kratos. He looks like Kratos from God of War, doesn't he? Jedinak. He looks like Kratos from God of War. Exactly. If he was bold, he looks exactly like him. Oh. Kante to PSG is bullshit. I mean, again, it would cost a lot of money if they wanted to sign him. No, I'm eating toast. I'm having my my breakfast. I've got tea and toast like a true Englishman. Played. Oh, another free kick. Another one. First yellow card. It's been coming. Persistent fouling. Persistent fouling. Definitely, he doesn't really play at left back, playing as a defender. So again, this guy's really really stepped up those Hernandez brothers. But seems a bit weird. Obviously, his brother is a natural left back that does play for Real Madrid. Would he not be more suited to playing for France instead of what's his name, the other Hernandez at Atletico? Oh, good defending. Good defending by Moy then. I mean, Moyes definitely had a very impressive career so far. Obviously playing for Melbourne, and then moving to you know, City on loan to Huddersfield, and then, you know, this guy is a Premier League quality midfield player. You know, I mean, it is good. You know, the amount of talent you get in these smaller leagues. It's a shame that they don't really get. Oh. I mean, France aren't really keeping the ball as much as they should be. Pogba. That's enough. Quick balls on the transition to their front three. A lot of times in the midfield have it. It's all about playing that quick pass because they know with the movement from the front three, there's opportunities to create chances on goal from that. Oh, unlucky. Oh. What? That was nearly an amazing pass by Pogba then. Is he still let me see what's happening on the chat. Sorry, you guys. I don't think Mojo's done anything since he's apologized. So, yeah. Just leave it at that. Passing it back, looking to keep the ball a bit. France keeping their shape. As you can see, off the ball, they do like to have two strikers up front. They got the three in midfield from behind. Kante sitting deeper behind them as well. So they've transitioned now to one up front with five in midfield. I'm gonna try and pay attention to how they normally start their press. Yeah, forced again to the striker. I mean, Varane should have done much better with that than, you know, giving away very cheap possession. France still keeping their shape, not really going out to close down. But at the same time, you've got to obviously manage your stamina, you know. Oh, first foul against France. Pavard. Cruz. Cruz, is he at Bayer Leverkusen? I think, well, that's a different Cruz. He's definitely playing in Germany, though. Also, good day, Nini from New Zealand. Hi, Hula. Thanks for joining the stream, man. Donovan, Varane and City are quality. It's funny, before City got into the national team, it was going to be Zuma and Varane. I mean, it just shows you, since the injury, Conte really didn't help Zuma at all. Didn't give this guy a chance to get back in. I mean, again, you know, people, you know, Zuma is a bit similar to Varane in terms of player quality, you know. Oh, what a save. What a save by Lloris then. Massive chance by Australia. Oh, they really needed to score from there. As I've been saying, set pieces is going to be key for them. Fantastic save by Lloris. Look how late he saw it. Great positioning as well by Lloris. Good save. Good save. Exactly. Another set piece for Australia that must be... Are they going to go for a near post flick on, or... No, deep in swinger. Terrible, terrible one. Come on. I mean, that's always been one thing I've never fully understood. From set pieces and crossing, professional footballers... I mean, why do they even overhit these crosses anymore? Should they really be overhitting a cross at this level? Maybe I'm not understanding the complexity behind it, but I don't know. That is disappointing. Dembele. They're not really controlling the ball in midfield. You know, it's this emphasis on just playing the quick pass to the front three. It's good play. Balecki. Is he playing in the Eredivisie, or... MT's got that, and he fell down. That's very smart defending. Yeah, it's a bit scumbaggy in a way. Of course, he's playing for Barcelona, so he's learned how to deal with that. But you know, it is smart defending. You know, that's how you win a free kick and you relieve that pressure. Then I see. Look, another direct pass. Very poor. I mean, so far the fullbacks from France, of course, they're not the attacking ones like Sidibe or Mendy, but they're not really helping. And you can see the massive difference, especially in the transition and in the build-up, that you get from a Mendy and from a Sidibe. The France, you know, you can tell, again, with Deschamps, I wasn't surprised. You're not going to see the fullbacks pushing up and overlapping much. This is why there's this emphasis on playing those quick passes to the front three. It's, you know, terrible. I mean, keep the ball, keep possession. And you wonder why guys like Pogba doesn't always show his best for France and United, etc., etc. Again, when you look at France's squad, they have solutions within that team to deal with any problem that they do face. But still, so far from France, it hasn't been a great performance so far. Too much emphasis on the quick pass, you know. Get the midfield on the ball. I'm not seeing Kante touching the ball much. Pogba's not touching it much. It seems to be going out wide, and then it seems to be going long from there. Keep it. Pass it. Keep the ball a bit. Spray it a bit. Played Pogba. Another quick part. Okay, Dembele. Play it back. Wrong. Oh. Wrong pass by Hernandez then. Had to just play it back in midfield to Pogba. France so far. You can see Australia starting to show more confidence now with their play. More men are pushing forward a bit more. A good defending again. This is what I mean. It seems France's play, get the ball out wide and play a ball out wide to the front three. It needs to be better than that, to be honest. I mean, France are a much better team than that. Obviously, Australia are very well drilled. Their manager, what's his name? Is it Peter? Oh, I can't pronounce it. The Dutch guy. He was the manager of Holland when they got to the final against Spain. So you can definitely see how they look, you know, well drilled and disciplined tactically. They know when to push forward, when to keep their shape. The concentration's on point as well. Again, loss of possession again from France. It's been a poor performance so far. Again, I'm not going to react too much to it because the game has just started. It can change, but still. First 20 minutes, you'd be expected a bit more. No real pressing or closing down. But again, it makes sense with this front three. You want to win the ball, and then, you know, in the position France are in, then you can start your counter-attacks from there. Sometimes maybe I let my bias get in the way of my thoughts. Actually, I wouldn't say my bias, but you guys know I like that type of nice possession football. And Dembele on the run. What's going to happen here? Oh, that's a... Come on, yellow card, ref. Not a yellow card. What? No way. That's a foul. Come on. What nonsense. What nonsense. He stopped him running. That wasn't a 50-50. And that was supposed to be a yellow card. Lucky. Ridiculous though. Ridiculous decision. So far, the refereeing has been good. That has been the worst decision so far. And in the grand scheme of things, it's not that deep. But obviously, I don't know what the referee was thinking. With Australia, with that build-up, they're definitely looking to focus down the flanks. They're trying to look for that cross. They're trying to look for that direct pass. France were very good in the first 5-6 minutes. Since then, they've been awful, yeah. I mean, nothing's coming through the midfield, you guys, as I'm saying. Everything's being played out wide, and then they're looking for that direct pass to the front three. Or they're looking for that pass for the front three to run into in behind. I mean, to run onto in behind. Keep it a bit, look. Very compact. I don't know, when you've got a midfield like this, surely the emphasis should be on using them to get the best out of them, no? Yeah, Abdi, I agree. I think Zuma's better. Again, and it's lost. Australia are doing very well. They're pressing very aggressively out wide to stop that threat, you know? Anytime Dembele is getting the ball, he is isolated in a way. But you see how compact Australia's shape is. They'll move as a team to the right, to the left. And they're really dealing with that threat out wide. You know, in particular, because France's fullbacks aren't very great in an attacking sense. And in an attacking sense, they are forcing that direct pass to the front three. Of course, that possession's being turned over. And Australia then are starting their moves from there. Pogba. Great pass. Vision's on point. Poor pass. Poor by Pavard then. Poor, we had to play it back. Makes a big difference. This is why in modern day football, fullbacks that can attack are so vital and important. When they attack, they basically act as extra midfield players out wide. It helps with your build-up play, your transition. Makes a big difference. So far, Hernandez and Pavard have been pretty poor as fullbacks. I mean, it's expected. They're not very They're not attacking fullbacks. So if it's a fitness issue, I haven't done my research, so I apologise for that. It must be a fitness thing. Yeah, Zuma, I mean, again, Didier Deschamps rates Zuma highly. Of course, he was playing for Stoke City that got relegated. That was always going to go against him. He was in that preliminary squad in case. Again, I don't know. I hope we're going to use Zuma for next season, to be honest. I mean, this guy, I can see him being the best defender in the league. Oh. Oh, good lord. That play by Mbappe then. Madness. Played. Nabu. This guy was playing in the Malaysian second division just a few years ago. Madness. Why can't they sack France's manager? Deschamps, I mean, you know, sometimes with France, they've had issues with, you know, the squad management in terms of issues happening behind the scenes. I think with Didier Deschamps, me personally, I think he's gone a bit too extreme in the sense that he's only picking players that are going to be good for the squads. I think sometimes in the World Cup, you need to have that individual talent and ability because, again, these games are very close at the end of the day. Most times when you're winning a game like this, it is coming down to individual quality. You know, I mean, look at Ronaldo's goal against Portugal yesterday. World-class free kick. You know, that most goals aren't being scored from fantastic team play. Most times it's coming from individual brilliance. And I think I don't know. I look at Marshall. I think he should have been there. Payet, I think, was he injured? I don't think he was. I think he was okay in the end. He definitely should have been there. I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. Hopefully France kick on a bit more. Yeah, close them down. I hate when teams are in your... Obviously, they're trying to force a keeper to play it out long. But again, when you're not really pressing, then you can just play through it easily. If you're in their half, you've got to close them down. I know if they're trying to force that long pass. Again, the long pass has come and City's dealt with it. Okay, so it finally did come. But then you've got to do something with possession then, you know, when you're getting it. They're not. I mean, Kante has barely touched the ball today, which I can't believe. Kante's the guy that helps you play out. Pogba, silly free kick to give away. Exactly, France have, you know, during the 90s as well, obviously, during South Africa. So I understand, but I think it's a bit, you know, it's too extreme his approach. I think when they lost the final to Portugal, for me, it came down to not having some of the individual quality that they would have needed. You know, that could have made a big difference. And I think that style of football as well by Didier Deschamps, I mean, I can understand why it's a bit pragmatic in a sense, because again, international football is, you know, the pressure is very high. It's not like a league where you can afford to lose a few games. You have to win nearly all of them to have a chance at winning a cup. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know. I've always felt that he doesn't get the best out of the France midfield, in my opinion. I think it should be much better. I mean, you've got Kante, Tolisso, and Pogba. The play has to be coming through the midfield a bit more. You know, in a way, it's kind of like a Conte approach where, you know, you bypass the midfield. The midfield are lit shape of the team, and you just bypass them with your build-up play by playing direct passes to the front three. But I don't know. I don't know. When you've got quality like this, it has to be used, you know? And look, another pass out wides. Hernandez, good tackle. Oh, don't ruin it. Oh, the ball. He burst the ball. Burst the ball, that's funny. Conte won the FA Cup when his record in cup competitions was poor. Sarri can do it as well, of course, of course. This is a dead game. Yeah, so far it's been bad. Australia got that midfield on lock, to be honest. I wouldn't say it's, you know, Australia aren't winning any midfield battle. Oh, Van Bommel. It's been a long time since I've seen him, but Australia aren't winning any midfield battle. The game just isn't going through the midfield. It's just going out wide. Look, every time Australia get the ball, all their players going out wide to their fullbacks and attacking players. When France have the ball, all their players focus down the flanks and playing that direct pass to the front three. It's not this is what I don't like about modern football sometimes, you know. This thing about how midfielders are used, it's all about them just being babysitters, you know, in a way, in the sense that they're helping out with the defence by playing Kante. Great tackle. Great tackle, Kante. Good pass. But as I'm saying, the midfield just acts as just like baby carriers in the middle to just keep the position of the team and keep the shape of the team. There's no real emphasis on the, you know, the build-up through midfields. Oh, Mbappe. Oh, no. Is he? Nah. Too much. Oh, come on. All right, got the ball. Oh. 30 minutes and nothing from the front three. I mean, to be honest, the service they're getting hasn't been good at all. Let's be serious. No good service from the front three. Played Pogba. Pogba is such a baller. I honestly do not get how people don't like this guy. I think the tribalism in football can be a bit too ridiculous. Pavard, yeah, passes back, of course. What's he going to do? Mbappe. This can be the thing, though, you know, when you've got fullbacks that aren't good in the offensive areas, you're only forcing Dembele and Mbappe to push out wider to do something, you know. You would want Mbappe and Dembele to be a bit more in the half space. But when you don't have fullbacks that are, you know, great in an offensive capacity, this is what happens, you know. You're just forcing out your best players out wide. He hasn't had the chance to make a run through the middle yet. I mean, I don't know. I think before the 60th minute, a change will have to happen. But again, with France, individual quality they have. All it takes is one mistake from Australia. A lot of these managers play this type of pragmatic style of football because... Oh, another one. Australia's defending has been very good though. I mean, interceptions have been on point in this game. A lot of great interceptions. There's not one player in the middle then on the pitch. Now they're there fighting. Got to play it back in. Played Pogba. Oh no, this is it. Oh. Pogba keeps saying, I don't understand how. It's intelligence from him doing that dummy. When it comes to everything, it's just ridiculous. By Australia though. I mean, I knew that this wouldn't be an easy game for France. But, I mean, Australia have been impressive off the ball. Poor. What a waste. Terrible. This is what I mean. You know, you've basically got a back four. You need to be pushing more men forwards, you know. And let's France were playing individual brilliance. Let's not forget some of the... An enigma. Oh my god. Some of these commentators don't know anything about football. I'm sorry. I sound arrogant, I know. But Pogba being an enigma, it's because there's all these pragmatic managers that don't use them properly because they don't care about playing football. I mean, please. Like, let's say Modric was playing games like this. Of course not. It's just so short-sighted. Oh. And what's Pavard going to do? Pass it back in, of course. This is the difference, you guys. Look at the positions when Pavard's receiving. He's looking to get by his man, get down the byline, and play a crossing. When you don't have fullbacks that are good on the ball like that, it really slows down your build-up. Every time they get the ball, they're only passing it back into midfield, slowing down the play, and then you're ruining those chances you could be creating from the movement of the front three. Like I said, I don't understand why, if you wanted a left-back, why didn't he bring Theo Hernandez from Real Madrid? Why would he bring his brother that only plays as a centre-back? I don't know. Oh, good defending again. Again, the France front three are very isolated. Look, anytime Dembele or Mbappe or Griezmann get the ball, there's two players around them. Hey, 1 second, you guys. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to blow my nose for a second. Sorry about that, you guys.
The other thing, Steve, as well, I mean, France just aren't pressing the ball at all. Look at the time and space that they've got. Just knocking about, keep hold of it. And you have to consider all the time they've got it and they're knocking about. You know, they're making France work extremely hard.
All the commentators are clocking on to what I've been saying for a while now. You know, when people criticise the players for, you know, when they criticise the players for not pressing, That's not because they don't want to press. That's because the manager's been telling them, I don't want you to do this. I want you to... Again, Deschamps, I'm seeing a very Conte-esque style of football. I mean, so far, this has been a very boring game. Let's be serious. It's been really boring. Come on. It needs to, the pace needs to kick. There needs to be more men put forward by France in this game. I mean, it's been a really boring game so far. Zidane would be amazing for this team. I think so. I think with Zidane, what I really like about him is that he knows how to get the most out of the team in terms of the squad management. The teams always play for him. I mean, he was the first manager I saw that got Ronaldo to track back. He knows how to find a system that complements his squad as well. I think he is very underrated. Knew it was coming. It's disappointing, really disappointing so far. And this is what really frustrates me, because if France don't win the World Cup, I'm going to be blaming Didier Deschamps, and it's going to be the tactics. It's going to be for games like this where to capacity, you know. A card right there. Well, it was unnecessary, uncalled for. We'll have this style of football. In a way, managers create a style that, you know, that they see the game in, you know. Good lord. It must be annoying being a midfield player for teams like this, you know. I don't know what's happening with my stream. I don't know why it keeps lagging. Again, nothing happening. This is the thing though, you know, playing through midfield is much more riskier. You know, that is the reality. So you can imagine why, you know, these teams feel safer to have the ball out wide. This is what I don't like, you know, with a lot of these styles of managers. As long as your shape is there, your defending positions are on point, that's all they care about. France have to do. They won't win the World Cup playing like this. For me, France in the final, I want to attack Portugal even more. Didn't do anything from a capacity like that to really get out Portugal, to put the pressure on them. You know, Portugal were able to do their thing for how long, and it's just like, come on. Goes off, and you're France. But you can see that Sidibe and Mendy make a... Look, nothing at all. Yeah, of course, Australia will definitely be happy with the point. Hey, Ina, hey, man. Will I be covering Iceland? I'll try to. Obviously, I've got a Leon Bailey video I need to finish, which has taken a really long time. Like, a really long time. So, I'm trying to get that finished for today so I can release it. And then I'm out later. So, but again, if I've got time, I'll try and do it. I mean, this Leon Bailey video has really taken me a long time. Yeah, I know the lag. I don't understand why it's lagging. I really don't. Nothing happening. Look, the massive, all that space in midfield, barely any France players in there. This is ridiculous. You know, what can the front three do? Anytime Dembele and Mbappe get the ball, there's 2-3 guys on them. I mean, really, if you're France, you need to win this game. You can't afford to draw this game, you know. There's only 3 games in the group stage you've got to play. He's going to switch the pass. Again, look, no passing options. Yeah, obviously, he has to move. Oh, what a pass. Oh, great defending. Great. Sainsbury has been very good in this game so far. Sainsbury has been very good. His interceptions, he stopped Griezmann from doing everything. Terrible by Pavard then. Terrible. So I haven't been, again, I'm not going to reduce Pavard's ability to one game. But really, it hasn't been good. Great defending. This is the thing with Pogba. When Pogba's in those positions, he has the vision where he can find these things, you know? Like, imagine Pogba's not the main guy you build your team around. I don't get that. It's like, look at Spain. This is why I really enjoyed their performance against Portugal yesterday, because look how they use the midfield. Look how they control the game and dictate a game. There's no excuse why France can't adopt that style. Oh my God. This is like watching Conte ball right now, I'm telling you guys. It's all about fucking defensive positions, defensive awareness, keeping your shape. And when it comes to breaking teams down, it's just static as hell. Static as hell. There's been... You've barely seen Griezmann, Dembele or Mbappe interchanging with each other or playing 1-2s. When's the last time? I don't think that's ever happened in this game so far. I don't think I've seen 1-1-2 from that front three. Now, if people think that's good enough, then please. Look. They've got all their shape. They're keeping their shape. Yeah, look, not closing down, not pressing. Oh, these managers sometimes, man. They make football so boring. Oh. Oh. So far, the game is in Australia's definitely in good. That because he hasn't really. I think France's best player, good from France, has been coming through Pogba. I think it means he's been 10 out of 10. It just means that he has been their most dangerous player. He looks like he's going to create something. Look, great forward pass. Oh, lucky. Good interception. But Pogba's the only one trying to speed up the build-up plays. The only one trying to create something for the front three. I think Pavard's been pretty poor in this game. I think Dembele hasn't been great either. Ah, terrible. Poor. You guys, give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to fix this, the lag. The lag's really getting on my nerves.
France and Australia goalless at hard time. Although Steve said at the end France need to do better, they have to do better. You have to give credit to Australia for growing into that game, don't you? Yeah, that's true. I think they came into the game with the idea of defending.
Yeah, you guys, I think the internet should be better now.
Because of France not creating like great chances, they got confident and they start to play, and there's no pressure, no real pressure from the French team.
That's the thing is, they have actually, the Australian team have grown into the game because that first 15 minutes spell.
Yeah, you guys, the internet should be working now. It should be better now. I just realised that I didn't connect the Ethernet cable. But yeah, you guys, as I've been saying, if I was to give some, half-time analysis, Australia have definitely been in control of this game. France have been playing towards the game that Australia wanted. Australia's game management has been on point, tactical discipline, their shape as well, how they pressed aggressively out wide to stop that wide threat from France as well. Of course, from a counter-attacking capability, they haven't been great, but they have had the best chance so far from that set piece, and this is the type of game that Australia won. Australia are hoping to create that one chance. And in a way, that is respectable because, a nation of their capabilities and their ability, that's all you can really expect. But from France, again, not surprised. I've seen Didier Deschamps play this type of style before all the time. It's, these pragmatic managers. You guys know my thoughts and opinions on the pragmatic managers. I mean, what really frustrates me the most is that, they'll still use a pragmatic style of football when they have such amazing and fantastic attacking talent. I mean, you've got Pogba, Griezmann, Mbappe, Tolisso, Dembele as well. How are you not? How is that not giving? Why don't you have the confidence to take teams on and attack? No one in that France midfield is allowed to break the lines. This is the thing, they're not allowed to break the lines and attack the spaces to join in, you know. And this is the thing, France they're not moving Australia around. They're not dragging Australian players out of position. They're not creating spaces for players to make runs in behind. They're playing towards Australia's strengths, you know. They're playing in front of Australia. This is why you keep saying Australian players intercepting passes, intercepting balls. Defending's been very easy, stopping threats out wide. You know, imagine you're not letting Pogba break the lines. This is what I don't get. How are you not letting Pogba break the lines and join the attack? Honestly, it's ridiculous. Kante's barely touched the ball. Tolisso, the midfield influence has barely been there at all from France. They should be one of the favourites for the tournament. But if they continue to maintain this style, it's not going to happen. And for me, it's going to come down to Didier Deschamps. When they criticise Pogba, I honestly don't understand why he gets criticised. Criticise how the managers use him. Criticise how they use him. People used to do that for Gerrard. Remember when Gerrard used to get played out wide all the time by guys like Houllier and Benitez and stuff like that? They was constantly getting criticised. You know what I mean? But for Pogba, of course, it's a different story. Are you okay? You guys, I'm going to answer some of your questions now. RHF, if Mbappe and Dembele aren't going to do their thing, they don't deserve the win. But again, it's not because Mbappe and Dembele aren't doing good. It's because of how the system is. They aren't. As I've been saying, have you seen them do one-touch pass with each other? Any 1-2s with each other? No. They've been very isolated, you know. Look how wide Mbappe and Dembele have to be to just receive the ball. Very isolated, very pragmatic, no movement, it's not fluid. This is all Didier Deschamps' fault for me. Kwame Goring, Nini, any chance of Zuma staying when Sarri comes? Possibility if Sarri likes him in pre-season. That's what it's going to come down to. Gift MK, what you told us yesterday has still got me very confused, Nini. Like, Chelsea are confusing. Yeah, I know, man, it's very long. Hula's 728. Unless there's something you ain't telling us, Nini. Okay, I don't understand what you mean. Leo, Pogba under Sarri would... Exactly, Pogba under Sarri would be magic. Why would Pogba be magic under Sarri? As Sarri himself has said, he likes when his midfield players attack the spaces and break the lines. This is why he made that comment about Paris Saint-Germain, saying, what can I do with Verratti, Motta and Rabiot? It's not because these guys are bad players, of course not, but as a midfield three, none of them are guys that will break the lines and will attack the spaces. They're the type of midfield that like to keep their possession and circulate possession. They don't break their lines to do anything. Pogba is that type of player, as we've seen what he's done with Zielinski, as we've seen what he's done with Hamšík as well. This is why Ruben Loftus-Cheek has a fantastic chance under Sarri next season. Okay, Abdullah, Tolisso out, Fekir in. I think Fekir would be an interesting choice to come on. But I just mean, honestly, they're not doing enough to disrupt Australia's shape. Australia, it's been very easy in terms of how they're closing up spaces out wide, keeping their shape centrally, and isolating that front three as well. I mean, it's just been too much. Okay, Brian does things. I think Chelsea have some real gems that Sarri will look at and go, holy shit, why haven't these guys been used? I agree. Kante should be a box-to-box midfielder. He's so much better at going forward than he's given credit for. He's not. I'm sorry, I love Kante, but in terms of his distribution of the ball in the final thirds, it's not on that level that you would want for a top team. In terms of, you know, please, he's decent going forward, of course, but him playing box-to-box isn't going to be helping France's chances in this game. I'm telling you that now. Okay, RHF, Hernandez for the France diving team. Queen of Stamford, hi Queen. Australia are fighting their butts off, making it hard for France, slowing the game down. Very clever tactics. France needs to step it up. Exactly. And the person that needs to step it up for France is Didier Deschamps. He has to give some new tactical instructions. He has to change maybe the formation of the team as well. Again, very static by France. As I'm saying, the midfield players in Tolisso and Pogba, they're not allowed to break the lines and push forward. The front three are very isolated. Why are they isolated? It's because Hernandez and Pavard can't do anything in the final third. This means that Dembele and Mbappe have to push out wide to receive the ball. And once they push out wide, everyone in that front three is isolated. Everyone is. This is why you're not seeing any interlinking play. This is why you're not seeing many runs in behind. This is why everything's being played in front of Australia. And I just think it's ridiculous. France's build-up, whenever they're playing with the ball, it's about the centre-backs passing it out wide to the full-backs. Full-backs then putting a cross in or looking for an early pass to their front three. Nothing is going through the midfield. And this is what I hate about these pragmatic managers. They don't care about ball possession. They don't care about if you lose the ball how many times. It's all about defensive shape. And are the midfield in positions to keep the shape of the team? Oh, come on. You can't have Pogba and Tolisso and Kante and then think that's the best way to play. It's too pragmatic. It's too safe. I like France. I like what they're doing. This is what I mean. If you're not going to let them fully play how they can, especially when most of their players play attacking football, then I don't know. I just don't know. Leo, this game reminds me of Chelsea versus Norwich under Conte. Fantastic point. Really spot on. And I understand your point, man. I agree. This does definitely look like a Chelsea versus Norwich game, you know. We should sign Pavard. I'm not seeing anything, really. I thought Pavard was more of a defender than a fullback. So, yeah. Actually, Sal, Kwame Gorin, imagine learning this guy to the championship. France have just 52% possession. Exactly. 52% because they're not keeping it or creating moves. But this is pragmatic football at its finest. It's not about keeping the ball, as I've just been describing for how long. Tomo Weiser, lots of aerial balls in this game. Maybe Giroud should come on. I wouldn't be surprised if Didier Deschamps does look to bring on Giroud, to have Grayson playing with him. It makes sense in a way, but at the same time, I think with a front three like this, Giroud shouldn't even be playing. It just goes to show you how shit the system is. Abdullah Neely, your analysis is on point. Thank you, bro. Thanks for that. Danny CFC, Australia aren't going all out defensive. We are playing 4-3-3. Exactly, as I said, Australia aren't playing defensive, as the stats are showing. It's only 48 possession to them. It's been very disciplined tactically. The game is going towards Australia's favour because France aren't really creating them any problems in that capacity. Of course, with Australia, all they're really relying on is that one moment, which they can get from a set piece, penalty, who knows. But so far, if France aren't going to try to disrupt their shape, they're not going to have any chance in this game. And to disrupt Australia's shape, you need to keep the ball a bit. That's what you need, to keep the ball. Play it left, play it right, play it through the middle. Have Mbappe and Dembele in the half space so they can do some link-up play. You know what I mean? Alright, Chef, this live commentary thing is a really great idea. I applaud Nini's dedication to the community. Thank you for that, bro. I'm looking to try and do quite a few more, at least one a day. Ideally, especially when we get to knockout round football, I'll probably do one for every single game. But obviously, thanks for that. Angel CFC 13, would you risk playing Martial as a 9 even though he never plays in the Prem? Well, Martial has played as a number 9 at times in the Prem, and he has looked good because, again, this guy has played up front a lot throughout his career. It's not a new role for him, especially if you're playing in the right system. It can really get a lot out from him. And as I keep saying, you guys, imagine the interchange between Hazard and Martial. Certain times where Hazard's drifting in field in the middle, Martial's out wide. Certain times Martial's in the middle, Hazard's out wide. How can you really man-mark anyone or defend against a front three that fluids? You can't, not with the positions they're taking up. Darshin1 Nini, I took note of the timing of the goals in the last live stream. Do you want me to do the same on this stream? Darshin1, thanks a lot for obviously doing that. That was a fantastic touch for you to do that. I would appreciate it a lot if you continue to do that. You know, thanks a lot for that, man. Alex Rudd just found the channel. Thanks, bro. Everything Chelsea. Watched France vs Australia in my channel in live stream. Okay. Joanid Razak Nini, are you going to do this for every match? I'm looking to do one of these every single day. Ideally, if I had more time, I'd like to do a live stream for every single game. But we'll see. Hopefully, I'll try to do one, potentially 2 a day. Okay, other questions. Jennifer Taylor, Fekir for Dembele. I'm not too sure, really. I mean, ideally, all France need to do is allow Tolisso and Pogba to push up a bit more. Maybe with Fekir on for Tolisso, I'd probably look at exploring something like that. I think that could definitely work. Okay, gift. Okay, Nick Blakely. Martial is a pure finisher compared to Morata, 100%. 1,000,000% he is. Leo, don't understand why the fullbacks are the focus and not the midfield. This is bang average. The reason why that's the case is because it's all about keeping your shape and your defensive positions. That's why. Think about it. If more men are flooding forward, that just means that you could potentially allow the opposition to create something on the counter. But then, you know, this is what I mean. It's too extreme. Because with certain teams you're playing against, their counter-attacking threat is going to be minimal compared to the damage you can cause and create by playing in their half and attacking them. Josh Fitton, Nini, what match are you most looking forward to, apart from a perspective of the best football being played? Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to be happening in the knockout stages. I need to go through the fixture list again to really look at all the games. I think Nigeria versus Croatia tonight will be a fun game. I think that should be pretty entertaining. I'm hoping to be doing another live reaction for that game as well. Jesse Hitman, hey Jesse. Nini, did you follow France's qualifying campaign? Worst goal difference than England. France got 12, England 15, compared to Germany on 39 and Belgium on 37. Jesse Hitman, fantastic stats. I didn't know exactly their goal difference, but I did remember that they didn't score a lot of goals throughout the qualifying campaign. And this is what I mean. A lot of times shit just comes down to individual brilliance for France. And I know this pragmatic style, you guys. I look at this France team. They shouldn't be using this style at all. They really shouldn't. And again, fantastic stats. England got much better goal difference. Germany, Belgium scored more goals. You look at this front three. You look at the midfield. I mean, honestly, they should be playing much more offensive football. I don't know. This is why I don't really. I don't like Didier Deschamps, not personally, but just in terms of his, you know, his philosophy on the game. I just don't agree with it, to be honest. Football Rapids, how do you think England will do? I think we've got a chance, as I keep saying. Look, first time they look like a team. Players getting along with each other for the first time as well. The system complements a lot of the players playing as well. We're not trying to force these guys to use 4-4-2. Remember back with the old England teams, you've got Lampard and Gerrard. Why the hell was this a debate of getting these guys to play together? Again, the press know nothing. The debate should have been, why are we still using 4-4-2? How can there be guys like Scott Parker and especially Michael Carrick that never played for England? I'm sorry, it was just stupid. But it summed up their philosophy back then on the individuals over the team. Leo Blanc as manager. Well, he was the manager beforehand. But again, the thing with Laurent Blanc is when it comes to managing egos, he's never been very good at that. He never has been, and it's a shame because his style in football is what this France team needs, you know. Okay, Tyron admin, Nini, is today's video on Bailey? Yeah, it is. Again, it's a very long one. It's taken me a lot of time to make this video. I'm just being honest. It's taken me a lot of time, so I'm trying my best to make sure I can get it out for today. Like, I didn't realize how much time it was going to take, but you guys, you know me. When I make my videos, I need to take time. I need to do things properly. I mean, the recording is taking forever. I'm telling you guys that now. Okay. How to watch any live? Okay. Okay, you guys. Getting back to the game. Pressing. Oh, and a foul. Okay, so Tolisso broke the lines to close down the Australia player. Was that he took his own initiative, or was that the manager telling them to obviously, you know, step up a bit and apply some pressure, close them down in their own half? It's weird though, you know, guys like Lamar. I mean, his season was decent, wasn't the best. I look at someone like Martial and Payet. I think these guys could provide a much more dangerous threat compared to Lamar in this campaign. I'm just being honest. That was a weird camera angle then. Yep, they're closing down more, as you can see. France are closing down in their half, applying the pressure. Griezmann was closing down Ryan. And yeah, you can see the urgency now. You can see that pressure. So Deschamps, obviously, hopefully, he's realised what the issue was, and France are looking to rectify that now.
He's almost at times playing as a third centre back when the French have the ball.
I mean, obviously, played Pogba. Oh, you guys, I need 1 second, you guys. Sorry, my neighbour's at the door.
First time, that's why.
City's been penalised. There is Giroud. Head injury in the final warm-up game, but fully fit.
Well, we've seen come out Chelsea many times, haven't we? Change the game for them. And the other thing as well is Griezmann generally plays in a 2, doesn't he, at Atletico Madrid as opposed to a 3. That's probably how you get the best out of him. This is a free kick for Australia, I think. And yet, one of the French players is Hernandez, isn't it? Gone down. I don't know what happened. This will tell us. What did happen? Slightly pushed.
Oh, sorry about that, you guys. My neighbour just knocked on the door for some random neighbour to do my... Sorry about that stream. Imagine I did that. Imagine I was stealing their Wi-Fi or something. Okay. His ball control is beautiful to watch. Yep, exactly. Played much more men for this game. Playing on the right. I mean... Again, you know, look at someone like a Pavard, for example. When they get close, you know, when you're playing further up, you have to keep the ball much better. And this is why I think that, you know, could Aspie be the guy on the right at Chelsea? I'm not too sure. They're looking to close down more. Look at that pressing. Okay, pass it back to the keeper. It's lagging now. No, it's not lagging. I don't understand what's happening with the stream. I mean, it looks fun on my part. Maybe it's yeah. Okay, France are definitely in control of the ball more. Dembele has swapped positions now. Played. That's exactly. Fucking hell, this fucking live stream, this shit internet, bruv. Okay, it's okay now. Exactly. That was a smart change. Dembele on the right, so he can cut inside. Mbappe on the left. Needed. Cut inside, you know. Better use of the ball. It makes sense, you know. You can't have 2 right-sided players on the right and 2 left-sided players on the left. It just don't work like that. Okay, so France are forcing Ryan to hit it out long. They're all picking up a man. Exactly, they're all picking up a man. Australia are pushing up to try and counter the fact that they are getting man marks. Yeah, that has to be... Okay. Bring on Giroud. I don't think Giroud's needed, to be honest. Looking to see what they do, obviously. Pavards. This is what I mean, you guys. You know, you need to have fullbacks today that are good defensively. It makes a massive difference in terms of your possession, chance creation, and everything, you know. Defensive fullbacks aren't really a thing anymore because they don't really provide nothing. They don't. That's just the reality. If they can't cross from deep very well, then there's really no point to them. Looking at someone like Alex Telles. Alex Telles isn't necessarily like a super attacking fullback. But he is a master when it comes to crossing and set piece delivery. So when he's, you know, if he can't get to the byline, his crossing's so good where it doesn't make a difference, you know. Oh. Oh, almost. Oh, yeah. I mean, Australia are looking dangerous. In terms of their creating chances, they'll be looking more dangerous than France in this game. Oh. Unlucky. I didn't realise how tall Dembele was. Obviously, you assume that he's like a small guy, but he is pretty tall. So like, it makes his dribbling style even better, you know. Like the taller you are, the harder it is to like shift your weight. Okay. Yeah, Sainsbury's been very impressive today. He's been one of the best players on the pitch today, in my opinion. Defending's been on point. Wasn't Sainsbury at Inter Milan at one point? I think so, wasn't he? I think a while back he was at Inter Milan for a spell. What channel is it on? It's, why does it have dislikes? I've realised anyone on Twitter that doesn't like me, they see the link to this stream and then they, you know, that they feel the need to waste their time to come on. Mads. Good play, Kansei. Oh, this is it. This is it. Oh, it's a penalty. No. Actually, wait. I'm going to wait first. Look at the replay. From my opinion, it looks like a penalty. Great pass by Pogba. Oh. You guys, what did you think in the comment section? Did you think it was a pen? Or do you think it was a great tackle? Again, I need to re-see it again. Pogba with that weighted pass. Oh, it looked like a pen, didn't it? Oh. Oh my God. Come on, why did they stop that then? Why would you cut away from the replay to show something happening off the ball? That was pretty stupid. Oh, VAR, of course. Penalty review. Oh. It looked like a pen. I mean, this is really hard, to be honest. It looked like a pen to me. It looked like a pen to me. It's a penalty. He didn't touch the ball. It's a penalty. Oh, this is going to be controversial. Penalty. It was a penalty. Yeah. It was a penalty. Fucking hell. VAR is ridiculous. Good Lord. But it's fair. It was, in my opinion, it looked like a penalty. Of course, it's very harsh on Australia. Yeah, 100% penalty. Nah, he didn't touch. There was not enough contact at all. There was not enough contact of the ball at all. Barely touched it. Nah, come off that. Come off it. And then, no, it doesn't matter, because here's the thing that this idiot's forgetting. He touched the ball very, very slightly, but it wasn't enough to change the whole direction of the ball. That meant that Griezmann was still able to control the ball even though he touched it, but his follow-through went through Griezmann, denying him the chance of having a shot on goal. So it's a penalty. It doesn't matter if he touched it. Griezmann would have got on the end of that ball regardless. The follow-through went through Griezmann, stopped it from happening. It's not even a case of it being a shit penalty. It's just a penalty. I mean, of course, it's a shame Australia, they don't really deserve to concede a chance like this. I mean, they've been in control of this game so far, so I sympathise with that. But just being objective, looking at the penalty, it was 100% a penalty. Exactly. No, he touched the ball very slightly, but it wasn't enough to change the direction of the pace of the ball. that meant that Griezmann was still able to get on the end of that even though he touched it. And of course his follow through goes through him. Griezmann, big moments, he has to score this, you know. Every time Good penalty. Good penalty. Good penalty. This is what I'm saying, you guys, you know. This is how these pragmatic managers get a career in a way. You know, they profit off decisive moments or individual pieces of skill, and it justifies the shit performances, you know. I mean, again, in a way, slightly against the run of play. Actually, no, I can't really say that. In this second half, France's pace has been much better. They have been closing down Australia more. They are pushing more men forward. The fullbacks are getting higher up the pitch as well. The intensity is increased in the second half. I can't even say it's against the run of play. They have been the better team in the second half. And, you know, that's how they created that chance on goal. Again, fantastic pass by Pogba. Perfectly weighted ball by Pogba. And it was, again, it was a penalty. So, it's a shame on Australia. But that is the reality of the situation. Yeah, Mark Lawrenson, I don't understand why he still does this. I mean, he does, honestly. He's just collecting a paycheck. Played Kante. Oh, is this it? Oh, what was that? Yeah, France kicking up the pressure. Again, this is what I mean. They're disrupting Australia's offensive line. They're starting to get guys running on the end of the balls now. You know, Mbappe's getting on the end of things. Griezmann's getting in behind. You know, when you play proactive football and you're a good team, you get the advantage. It's just what happens. Deschamps is pragmatic. Yeah, I mean, I've been speaking about that quite a lot already in the stream. Van Marwijk, that's how you pronounce it, Van Marwijk. Okay. If anything, Australia will have to push out a bit more now. They might not be able to play their normal game they wanted. And if anything, this is going to help France on the counter-attack now. So, currently, France have the advantage. I can imagine them creating even more chances on the counter, especially out wide, when Australia's fullbacks are getting caught out of position. So, again, that penalty was decisive. Can they equalise from this though? Set piece is a massive opportunity for Australia, you know. This is what they're waiting for. He's taking his time like Ronaldo. It has to be a good ball in by Moy. It has to, you know, the way this guy's concentrating. I'm just waiting for him to roll up his shorts now. Oh, good lord, that was a cross. Oh, VAR. Penalty! Oh! I need to see that again. Nah, it looked like a pen. I need to see that again, but it looked like a penalty. It has to be VAR, of course. Oh, what a crossing by Moy. Fantastic balling. What a cross. Look. Yeah, penalty. What's he doing, bruv? What's this guy playing at? Nah, that's a penalty, and that's a blatant pen. It seemed like a reaction. Obviously, you know, sometimes you just react without meaning to do it. But it's a penalty, 100%. Don't even waste your time with VAR. Jedinak scores from penalties. He does. He has to take this. Oh, the game is back on now, you guys. If he scores this, the game is back on. 1 million. Amazing ball in by Moy. And the amount of pace, the dip, the area he put the ball in. Fantastic. This has to go in. Oh. Game on. Australia's performance today has been on point. It's deserved. Oh, game on. Wait, exactly. The first thing Lawrenson said right. He had more pressure than Griezmann to score this. Hey, Kratos made it 1-1 for Australia. Titty, what was he thinking? You know why? It's because he wasn't in position. That's why. So he was always off balance trying to win that header. Terrible. That's why Barca are not renewing your contract, Umtiti. Hey, honestly, Umtiti's good. He is a good player. Look at those Australians getting gassed. Oh, this has been pretty. I mean, a lot of these games have been so tense and even, haven't they? But Australia, they've been toe to toe with France in this game. Toe for toe for sure. France need to continue their, continue pressing high. You need to disrupt that, those two banks of four. That's what they need to do. Oh, terrible, terrible pass then. Terrible. Kante there to mop it up, of course. World class, man. Zuma over Rudiger. Yeah, I prefer Zuma. You guys know me. Umtiti was like, this is basketball, mate. Australia looking to sit back, potentially. I mean, Australia haven't really been sitting back. They've just been playing with discipline. It hasn't been a defensive performance by them. It's just been a very intelligent, tactically disciplined performance, They understand their roles, their positions they need to take up. When to start transitioning on their attack and when to defend. It's been a good performance. Who's coming on for them? Oh, Juric is coming on. Kante is too good, 100%. Juric. Ooh. You definitely got confidence now if you're an Australian player. Played Kante. Terrible pass again. Good lords. Played Australia. Yeah, it's definitely, hopefully, the intensity is going to pick up more now this last half an hour. Oh, good play. Oh, good play. Kante again to mop things up. He makes it too easy. He really does. I feel like I say good play Kante like every single time I watch him play. Of course not. You guys, if anyone in the comment section can let me know, is Sidibe injured at the moment or not fully fit? And is Mendy not fully fit as well? Because I think Pavar's been pretty. I think he's been pretty I mean, he's not a right back. He's a defender, isn't he? He's not a right back. I think Pavar's like Hernandez, where he can play out wide, but he isn't really a right back. So I'm getting kind of confused by this. Like, you guys, comment section below. Is Sidibe and Mendy, are they not fully fit, or he just didn't pick to use them? My voice is low. Oh yeah. It's gone low again, yeah. Hopefully this is working now, you guys, with the sounds. Oh, my voice is fine. Oh, well, that's annoying. But it should be working fine now. Oh. Juric, a big target man up front. He's going to provide a different threat. It'll definitely be a different offensive threat for Australia. They can play balls in front. They got for crosses, there's someone who can get on the end of them now. Someone with the aerial prowess. I mean, it's been an impressive performance by Australia, so credit to them. It's just very smart. They're not playing within themselves. They're not just playing defensively. Played by Moy. This is what I mean. Moy he's a good midfield player. This guy is a decent midfield player. Oh, no. Oh, come on. This is what I mean. A team like France will profit from individual mistakes. I mean, imagine not passing to the player beside you then. Why would you have tried to play that pass to the goalkeeper? Your body wasn't in balance then. You couldn't have put enough pace in the pass. Oh, honestly, like anytime I see the France fullbacks getting the ball, I'm just getting so sick of it. I'm not gonna lie. Literally nothing happens from it. Giroud, maybe, who knows? Oh my god. Fekir and Giroud's coming on. Ooh. I bet he's gonna take off someone like Dembele and Tolisso or something like that. He must. I think maybe Tolisso and Dembele will come off Fekir and Giroud. Look at Giroud. Big man Giroud. You guys in the comment section below, who do you think Deschamps gonna sub off? Do you think that Griezmann might come on? I can't imagine Griezmann going off. But who do you think's gonna come on for Fekir? Who do you think's gonna come off for Fekir and Giroud? Ooh. Fekir coming on, yeah. Kante, finally, first time in the final third. First time Kante's been pushed up like that. Don't just play it long, keep the look. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. Like, imagine having guys like Mbappe and Dembele, and they're just acting like crossing merchants. You know what I mean? Exactly. I mean, positioning-wise, Australia have been on point in this game today. Look how disciplined those banks of four are. Look. Oh my God. Terrible pass. Hernandez and Pavard have been so poor, and Australia have definitely been exploiting that today. Definitely been exploiting that. Tolisso and Dembele will come off. I think so too. A lot of you guys think Tolisso and Dembele. Griezmann. Ooh. Griezmann off. So it must be Tolisso. It must be Tolisso. Ooh. You guys, if you're a moderator, can you take away the spam if you're a mod? Yeah, thanks. That has to be, it has to be Tolisso, no? It's got to be Tolisso. Oh, Dembele. Oh, it was Dembele. I don't know, man. I guess, again, Fekir's a different prospect. Obviously, Dembele likes to play very direct. Dembele likes to push out wide a lot. With Fekir, I'm guessing Fekir's going to operate in that half space even more. You know, he's going to be playing more central. He will be moving infield. Fantastic control and touch already. Good defend. Kante there to mop it up. Exactly, already. You can see Fekir's position. You know, he's in the half space immediately. So it looks like Fekir will be... Okay, so they're going to be playing very close to Giroud in this game. So I can understand why... Deschamps made those tactical substitutions. Of course, when you've got a front three of Griezmann, Dembele and Mbappe, it's about runs in behind. It's about them, you know, playing in behind, getting in behind, creating space for each other. When you have Giroud on the pitch, I'm guessing Mbappe and Fekir will be playing closer towards him. Of course, with Giroud, you have that prospect where you can play that direct pass to him, and he can use his first touch abilities with Fekir and with Mbappe. So I'm guessing Mbappe, Fekir will be moving more centrally in that half space as well. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. At the same time, they don't have that threat from the fullbacks out wide. So, but then when you've got Giroud, I'm guessing if you're a France fullback, you feel much more confident playing across in the box, knowing that you do have an aerial presence in the box. So I can understand why Deschamps made that substitution. And I can't really say I'm too mad, to be honest. Ooh, already we can see that direct pass to Giroud, you know. He's going to do better in those positions compared to Griezmann. Corner. Something tells me Giroud's going to score in this game today. Something just tells me that. Me should do his coaching badges. Yeah, one day I'd like to do that. One day. Oh, dealt brilliantly again. Oh my God, what was that? What was that? Incredible how Deschamps can have that much talent and still fail to play proper football. Hey, welcome to football in 2018, you know. Most managers got a career, you know, playing with, you know, getting their teams to play within themselves. It's just how it works, unfortunately. Close them down then. Look, you can't allow Australia to play out like, yeah, goods. Exactly. Fakir. Outnumbered. Good defending by Australia. Oh, good pass by Moy. Unlucky. Pavard having a disaster class. Yeah. I mean, he's not... You can't really expect him to be doing bits. I mean, the guy's not a fullback. He's just not really... I mean, he is. He can play there, but he's not the fullback for the system. He really isn't. Literally only like 80 minutes plus extra time until the game's over. Kante there to mop it up as always. Again, Pogba barely... I mean, because nothing's going through the midfield. None of the midfield players are getting the ball. I guarantee you Pogba will be scapegoated though. If France don't win this game. I'm guaranteeing you he'll be scapegoated. Even though France don't play through their midfield. So, I don't know. Sainsbury, he's been another impressive Australian player today. I mean, his reading of the game has been fantastic. Especially with dealing with Griezmann off the ball. Come on, if you're going to close them down properly. I don't understand. Kante, he should have controlled it then, Kante. Shouldn't. And he's won it. Unlucky, unlucky. Oh. Oh, Kante, it's just his reading of the game. It's just ridiculously intelligent. What's Fakir going to do? But is it not me, or do France not miss having Payet in this team? I mean, Payet's magic. He just creates anything out from nothing, you know? Especially when Payet was fantastic for them during the Euros. I mean, was it his injury? Was that why? Obviously, he was injured in the final. Did that rule him out of the World Cup? I literally can't remember if that's the case. Sinclair has joined. Harvey St. Clair. Yeah, he's officially joined. Okay, good. Well, that was expected to happen. Pogba. Oh my God, this guy. I feel sorry for guys like him, man. Playing counter-attack with slow Giroud is plain stupid. Exactly. I don't think they are looking to play counter. But I mean, in general, if you are a counter-attacking team, Giroud don't make sense. But this is what I mean with Fakir coming on. I'm guessing it's to play closer. I mean, look at the positions. Look at the positioning of Fakir in that. You know, he's central, you know. Look how central he is. He's not out wide. So in a way, France are playing... Oh, he had to make that foul. He had to make that. That was a good foul. I mean, I shouldn't be applauding, you know, foul play like that, but with football, he had to make it. So, you know, it was smart play by Tolisso then. Smart play. Injured, yeah. Yeah, so it was the injury. So that was it then. So it definitely was the injury. Because I think, yeah, that was it then. So it's understandable. I mean, they definitely missed not having him. Because I don't think that Lamar would be in the France team if Payet was still fit. It's a massive shame on Payet. I mean, imagine the final against Atletico to go off like that and he missed the World Cup too. I mean, football is such a cruel game sometimes. Football is such a cruel game. Who's going to come on for France? Is that going to be Lamar? Oh, terrible, terrible. Tolisso isn't shy, please. This France midfield players shouldn't be criticised because it's not really a case of the midfield players being poor. They're just not getting the ball because no one's passing to them. I mean, please. I've been trying to explain this throughout this stream. Matuidi coming on. I mean, who could it be for? It must be Tolisso. Obviously, Tolisso on a yellow card. Deschamps not going to risk nothing. Yeah, Didier Deschamps ain't going to risk nothing. So it looks like Talisso's about to go off for Matuidi. But even then, would you not play maybe Lamar, playing him in the middle? I mean, surely you need to try and win the game. What's Matuidi going to add in an offensive capacity? They missed Benzema. Yeah. Why did Ramos break Ronaldo's legs yesterday? Why didn't? I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to be talking about that. Exactly. Tolisso off. That yellow card basically meant that he was going to come off. Again, Sidibe. Oh, honestly, I'm just seeing this guy on the bench not playing. I don't really understand it, to be honest. I really don't. What the fuck is Matuidi going to do? Again, he's just replacing Tolisso. Of course not. Every time the fullbacks get the pass, they just pass it back or they lose it. Oh my god. I mean, this is pretty painful to watch from France, I'm not going to lie. Oh. But as I keep saying, you guys, watch Pavard and then think about this Moses versus Azpilicueta situation at Chelsea. I'm just thinking, if you're using Aspi on the right, expect something similar to what you're seeing from Pavard. You know, they're much better defensively than they are in an offensive capacity. And when your fullbacks can't attack or do anything with the ball in the final third, it really fucks up what you do in the final thirds. Where's Bakayoko when you need him? Imagine it. I don't even want to imagine what Baka would be doing for France. I mean, he's only played like once or twice with them, so he's never been a regular. So, you know. I mean, I just can't believe that Mbappe. I mean, so many players haven't been able to get in the game. Like, I'm not going to be surprised. Pavard has probably had the most touches in this game today. Yeah, exactly. Sloppy again from Pavard. Again, I'm not criticising the player's abilities because he's being used out of position. That's the reality. So I can't hold that against him. It's not his game to be used like this. I think the person that needs to be accountable for today is going to be Didier Deschamps. Yeah, but it's a suffering football. We've seen this. Oh, look. Out-crowded every single time. Front three. It's ridiculous. Look. Can't break the lines. Oh, played Pogba. Oh! It's the goal. Oh my god. Good look. But again, look at Pogba again. Great play. He's been France's best player today, Pogba. By far France's best player. Of course, fluky as hell. But I mean, look at the... By far France's best player today. Look at the passing. Look, one touch, broke the lines. Oh, how unlucky. How unlucky. Fucking hell. How unlucky, real talk. Like, Australia, they don't deserve to concede these goals they've conceded today. Flipping hell. Ah, how unlucky. Football is a cruel game, you guys. Football is a cruel game. Good lord. But again, fantastic by Pogba. The only one that's been creating anything noteworthy for France. He basically made the assist for the penalty. And obviously, he's created this opportunity from some fantastic play. I guarantee you that Pogba's not going to get any praise, though, during the post-match commentary. I guarantee you he won't. Again. Oh. Matuidi. Kylian. Oh. They gave the goal to Pogba? How? That didn't look like Pogba's goal. But I'm sure it's going to get rescinded later on. Deschamps played at Chelsea for a season. Yeah, he did. Football is never about what you deserve. It's what you get. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, you can still comment on it being cruel. There's nothing wrong with that. But, I mean, your statement is right, Mr. Peck.
His father, his sister, his twin brother. His father's from Edinburgh.
Oh, played.
Milligan made the challenge.
Uh-oh.
They'll keep this in. France, Giroud's waiting.
Good defending. Regroup back. Got their possessions back quickly. Alright, let's not rule it out. Australia, they could get something with how this game's going. You know, it's been down to these decisive moments.
Tweedy, Mbappe. France wants a seal.
Mbappe, man.
Giroud.
Giroud's. Good play by Giroud to win that corner then. Good play. Intelligent play by him. Yeah, Moyes like 27, he is. He's not young. Like 27, 28, something like that.
Oh, we didn't need goal line technology, did we?
Well, you did. I didn't see it from this angle. Man like Pogba.
Kid with a new toy, isn't it?
Again, I'll never get why Pogba gets criticised. I'll never understand it. He's the reason why France are winning the game so far. It's purely down to him. Moyes underrated, to be honest. Huddersfield's best player by a mile. Yeah, he did have a dip in form near the latter half of the season, but he's been good. Good lords. VAR and goal line tech saved. Yeah, exactly. This is what I mean. You know, the people are going to forget this shit performance when France obviously get into the latter half of the tournament. But I mean, this is what I mean. These managers, due to the individual quality, that's what always saves them every single time. Azani coming on. I'm curious how many Australian players actually come from the A-League. That's what I'm curious. So I'm gonna check that afterwards. Close. Oh my God, it's lack of ability sometimes. Do you think Australia can win a game? I need to double check the group stage again. I can't remember the top of my head, but I think with how they're playing, I think they're not going to be playing as many hard teams as France, you know. But at the same time, they might have to play out a bit more in other games. Are they going to be able to create chances on goal? I mean, who knows? Imagine Pogba shining when playing under managers like Mourinho, Conte, Deschamps. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Pogba only shined for Conte because of, obviously, you know, that midfield that they had. And with Conte, and we know with Conte in his 3-5-2, he does like he likes his box-to-box players to get forwards and break the lines. So that's what really benefited Pogba. But then, you know, at United, I keep saying that to me, Pogba looks more like a Modric-style player under Mourinho. He doesn't really have that license to break forward as much as he should be, in my opinion. And I don't understand why Mourinho doesn't allow that when he used to let Lampard do that, you know. But, yeah, Pogba plays more of a Modric role at United in terms of, you know, being a playmaker, starting the moves, setting the tempo, etc., etc. But for me, I think Pogba, as a natural box-to-box player, he can go to another level if you play him in that position. I mean, his shooting, his technique, his vision as well. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Nini, what teams has impressed you so far? Obviously, Spain have been by far the most impressive team. I think that Uruguay, especially in the second half against... who were they playing against? Uruguay were... I can't remember. But in the second half, when they obviously pushed Cavani out wide a bit, they were looking much more threatening in terms of chance creation. I mean, with Russia, I can't really say I was impressed because Saudi Arabia are by far the weakest nation at this tournament. Hey, Nini, what's your prediction for Peru versus Denmark? And are you going to be doing any... Ideally, I'm going to be going to the cinema later today. I'm going to be watching that horror film, Hereditary, so that's going to be good. I might have to record the Croatia-Nigeria game. I might not be able to do a live stream for that. I'll try to, because ideally I would like to. but I'd have made plans with someone. So yeah, it's going to be touch and go. On Twitter, I'm going to announce when I can do what.
3 minutes of the 90 remaining.
Lo Celso is going to do bits. Hey, it'll be interesting to see. Fekir. I can imagine them profiting. Literally only a few more minutes to go till this game's over. Can France reach the semis? Yeah, of course. With the squad they have. Ah, poor. Argentina versus Iceland. Watch along needed. And I'm gonna. Here's the thing. If I do that watch along, I might have to release the Leon Bailey video for tomorrow because it's taken me a long time. It's taken me a while. Ideally, I'd like to because I think it'd be fun to talk about how Argentina are playing and Messi, etc., etc. I don't know. I'm looking at this Leon Bailey video and it's taken me a long time. I got to see because obviously I was at work yesterday, so I didn't really have much time to make it. Second horror film of the day today. Hey, tell me about it, man. Played by Fekir. This is what I mean, you know. This is what I mean. You need to have the fullback overlapping. Honestly. Play Kante there again. Oh. First man. I mean, this has been kind of lucky in a way. I mean, France haven't done much to break down Australia in this game. They really haven't done much at all. Just misfortune, you know. Kante, Kante. Please. Pay. Oh, he messed it up. No, has he? Oh, too slow for Fekir. First time layoff for Fekir. First time layoff. Why did he even take a touch then? First time. So poor. So poor. But fantastic play by Kante. Oh, what a guy. What a midfield player he is. So intelligent. Technique is amazing. Exactly. Fekir, you played that pass earlier, then Pogba doesn't have to set his body to take a shot then. And even then Mbappe should have put more pace in that cross. I don't know, Kante hasn't been the best player. Pogba's been France's best player. But Kante has definitely been the second best player, in my opinion. Oh, they got men forward. Terrible cross. Moy. Oh, terrible. Fekir hasn't been too great since he's come on so far. 5 minutes. That is a lot of time. 5 minutes. That was mad. Exactly. That was mad. Now the time wasting's going to come, you guys. Why is he holding his head? You've got to. It's a World Cup. It's a World Cup. You have to time waste. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's wasted like a nearly... What? He's wasted 35 seconds since... So ADL says Chelsea aren't even talking to him yet. You guys, as I said, when it comes to the Sarri news, I'm trying to give you guys the best news. I don't mean to sound arrogant, I think I have. This is why every time you guys have watched my videos, you read about it in the press a few hours later or a day or two later. This is why I'm not doing Sarri videos every day. I could easily do it and milk it and confuse everyone. But I'm trying to take responsibility for this because I've been breaking a lot of the stories. So until I finally know what's happening that's concrete, I'm not going to be making a video. I mean, I speak to my sources. They don't really know what's happening just yet. Nothing concrete's coming out. Hearing stuff about us being linked with Napoli players, not once have I heard us wanting a Napoli player. Only when it comes to a potential negotiation deal. But don't expect us to sign any Napoli players this summer. And there's some of the stuff that's been coming out I've been hearing nothing about. You know, I'm not arrogant to believe that I'm going to know everything. But with my sources, with how connected they are, and with everything else they've told me, I think I would have had some more insight into it. You know, when I'm asking them to even clarify reports, they can't clarify it. So I don't know where the Italian media are getting this stuff from, to be honest. Few more minutes left.
Ultimately, it was all about the win for him today.
Oh my God, Pavard. I mean, he's definitely struggled a lot in this game today. Really struggled.
I don't think they've got away with one today. I really seriously do.
Why does the stream have 25 dislikes? Honestly, I don't know. It's the internet, you know. When you do this type of shit, you can't really, you can't let it get to heart too much. Hernandez again, exactly. Nini, that really good film, Donovan. I'm excited to see it. Honestly, when I watch horror films, I just don't get scared. It does annoy me. I just don't get any reaction from them. Like it takes me. I think the last time I got scared was when I was a kid. So I'm hoping this is going to be like a kind of messed up movie. Good pass. Good pass. Kante there to mop up the danger. France is looking to keep their shape and sit back a bit. Yeah, I expect this is how the game's going to end. Unless something happens in the final few minutes, something decisive. Oh. Oh. Terrible. Not good. Some of Moyes' delivery in the box has been very good today, I must say. The dislikes will be salty United. Who knows, honestly. Who knows? I do get a lot of hate on Twitter, so I can imagine people just clicking on disliking, to be honest.
Message is clear from Bajic.
Oh, nah. Ah, terrible. Oh, played Mbappe. They still haven't given up. Credit to Australia. There's still the application still on point. Still pressing, still closing down. I mean, this has been the worst game so far of the tournament. The 2 penalties and a fluky goal. I mean, Australia have definitely found a blueprint in terms of how to deal with France. So if you're another nation, you're definitely paying attention to this game. Pogba. Played Pogba. Played. Obviously, good play. Good play. Won that free kick. That's it. Wasting time. Won the free kick. Madness. CFC fans, TV fans. Why aren't Chelsea going for Nainggolan? I can't give you an answer for that, man. I don't know why. He hugged the fans a few times, so he's a legend. We must have a few more quality players. Could have won. Yeah, exactly. And that's it, you guys. The game is over. I am going to be releasing a match review for this game, so that will be coming out in the next half an hour to an hour. So expect that to come. Thank you to everyone that joined me today for the live stream. I've got a very busy day. I've got a match review to do, and I've got this Leon Bailey video. I'm hoping I can get it done by today. Worst comes to worst, I might have to be very early on a Sunday, so I need to find out. But again, you guys, expect to hear more of my thoughts and opinions in the match review later on. Thank you guys for joining me in the stream. I'm going to keep it moving. I'm Nini FC. This is Blue Lines TV. Signing out.